Now I'll introduce our first real comedian. Taylor Smith grew up in early 19th century Vermont. She loved life in young New England so much that she made a deal with the devil to let her live a few more centuries. In return, she exchanged her hair for the fiery locks of burning hell. In the 1950s, she went into the urinal business, and now as her, she studies urology. She is very sad. Taylor Smith.
So finals are coming up, and I have a problem with procrastination to the point where I feel really productive when I'm on my period. If I don't do any work, I just feel that sensation of churning, and I think, hey, at least I took this time to shed the lining of my uterus. The other thing, when my friend said to me, oh, my period is 2 weeks early, I just want to shoot my vagina. And I said, listen, Lucio, you're tired of your vagina being a bloody mess. That's not a solved problem. So I was visiting this 4-year-old girl once, and I was texting my then boyfriend, and she asked, do you and your boyfriend make babies? And I didn't want to interrupt her, so I said, oh no, we're not married yet. But she looks up at me and says, I bet you do. I bet you lie down, and he pees on you, and you pee on him, and in the morning you have a big fat baby. And I laughed, and I thought I hope someone tells her before she has sex for the first time, or she and her boyfriend are going to be making out in the back seat somewhere, and get all sweaty and excited, and then she's going to squat down and pee on him. But then I thought, what if she's not just confused? What if she walked in on her parents, indulging in their favorite fetish? It's like, oh, I guess that's how you do it. Okay, so you know when you think someone's really hot, and your friends are just like, oh, like they're okay, but there's just like something about them. Okay, so it comes to this guy. Now, I don't think he's cute, and I don't like his personality, but I can't get enough of him because I love the way he smells. And it's not just some cologne or shampoo he's using, he just has the right mix of pheromones to attract me. One time he asked me to smell him. Hey Taylor, does this t-shirt smell weird to you? Me? And I said, oh, like, you smell fine. And then I started to tell him that it actually smelled really amazing, but he interrupted to say, okay, good, because I haven't showered in days. And his breath smells good, but like not minty. One time he was talking about clothes talkers and got all over my face to talk to me. So like, you know when you're really craving some heroin? And then you take some? That's how it felt when he breathed into my nose. And the smell is kind of like sharp too, so it's like a little uncomfortable, but in a good way. It's only really uncomfortable when I'm in his bedroom and all his clothes are emanating with his scent. You know in Twilight when Bella walks into biology class and Edward freaks out because of the smell? I'm the Edward, she's Bella. Okay, so 2 of my friends are at a party and they're talking about senior scramble. And one of them says, you know who I want to hook up with? Aiden Kahn. And the girl goes, well, yeah. But you know, I would kind of like to peg him. For those who don't know, pegging is the act of making love to someone with a strap on. And the other girl goes, yeah, if he were into it, I wonder if he would be. 2 weeks later at a party, someone walks up to my same friend and says, hey, are you that girl who pegged Aiden Kahn? And her response was to neither confirm nor deny. She goes, did I? And I said, why did you answer like that? And she said, well, I didn't want to be the girl who didn't pay Aiden Kahn. Yeah, so I feel like Life Ambassador is a series of awkward encounters. For example, you're walking down the hallway in Maine when you trip over one of the house children and beat her straight in the chest. Or, you know, you have to take a shit, but the person in the stall next to you also has to take a shit. So you're like trying to wait each other out. And one time I was just like, I don't have time for this. So I just started he farted a lot. It was beautiful symphony shit. And then I walk out of the stall, and who comes out of the stall next to me but this guy that I have a huge crush on? And I was like, oh, like, this is like kind of a bonding moment. So I'm like, hey. And he goes, you're fucking disgusting. Something else that creates awkward situations, whiskey dick. So I was dancing in the mud with this guy one time, and all night I feel this raging boner against my thighs, and I was really excited. But we get back to my room, and he just goes, bloop. And I was like, don't worry, like, it's fine, I won't tell anyone. I was like, don't worry, I won't tell anyone that it's sealed. And I'm kind of surprised that there's not a female equivalent to whiskey dick. You know, you're getting ready to have some sexy times, and then your vagina is just like... but nothing can get inside, and you're like, oh my god, I swear this never happens. My lips are sealed.